Counter-Strike for me means everything. Failure and loss in Counter-Strike is always hard. Even though it's hard when you lose, you can always learn from it if you have the right mindset. My name is Martin, my in-game name is stavn, and I play for Astralis. My nickname stavn is obviously like it doesn't mean anything. The story behind it is when I was younger, my brothers, they would like to tease me, and apparently they like to call me stavn because I would get annoyed by that. They basically called me that my whole life, and I remember when I was choosing a nickname for CS, it was just my friends and family would call me that, so I just took it to me eventually without being angry about it. I grew up in this small city called and I've basically lived here my whole life, here with my parents and my family. I've always had very close friends. They live close by and the school is close by as well, so it's always been easy for me just to go to the school and get back home and play some CS. So regarding childhood dreams, like gaming has always been a part of my life basically. Other than that, I played a lot of soccer as well until around the age of 11 or 12. I can't remember exactly where I broke my leg. After that, I couldn't really play football anymore, so after that it was just only CS. For me, the first game that truly captured me was CS. Like, I don't play any other FPS games. Regarding who introduced me to gaming, I'm the youngest of two brothers, and I think my father introduced it to them. So when I was young, I was watching my two older brothers play CS all the time, and I just wanted to join in, even though I wasn't allowed every time.
I'm Jacob, Martin's older brother. Martin, as a kid, was a very happy kid, passionate and enthusiastic, and also he was kind of a copycat, according to me at least. And since I played CS in some regard, that's maybe also one of the reasons he wanted to be good at it.
Chasing the dream of playing CS professionally, I think it just came very natural to me. I just focused on school and CS, and that was basically it. And I think I just knew that I had a talent. I could feel it, and also a lot of talks saying that like I had the talent to go really far, you know, so I just keep playing CS. One of the hardest moments of like my career was when my brother, he committed suicide back in 2021. I remember that is like the hardest part of my life for sure. I knew that my oldest brother, he would want me to just keep playing CS. He was always like one of my biggest fans. So I just found strength from that and just continued to keep playing and playing for him as well. My first experience with competitive gaming, I remember I was going to a Danish small bring your own computer LAN in Denmark. I think I have been 13 or 14 years old.
We thought he was too young, it was a bunch of friends were going, but one of our friends called in sick and we decided to let him have the chance to go, Martin.
I think we won the B tournament in that LAN.
It was clear from that moment like that he was very, very special player.
One of the biggest lessons I've learned from CS is when you like lose the game or come home from a tournament and you have the feeling of you could have done better, like you should never have that feeling. You should always go into a game knowing that you've done your best. Keep working on what you want and think good things will come. I remember like when I got picked up by Heroic, that was like the first big contract I got picked up by. I remember my mom and dad was like quite shocked that I could earn that much money from playing CS. From there, my mom especially began to accept it even more, so that was a good feeling. Biggest moment in Heroic for me is for sure winning last Premier Fall Final in Royal Arena. That is to this day still the most important day in my career and life maybe. I've never been that happy as winning that match. It was also a very close match against FaZe, winning in overtime in the third map and being there with family and friends, both for me personally but also for my teammates. Like it was an amazing feeling. I think it was just a feeling of achievement, you know, from all the hard work you've done all my life, basically playing CS led up to that moment, I would say. It felt like that, lifting a trophy in Copenhagen with all like the Danish fans and family and friends. The happiest day of my life. All that you work for finally made sense. So I think one of the hardest periods in my career as well was also the change from Heroic to Astralis with GG.BET. All the hate I think me and GG.BET got from that online I think was very tough on both me and him. Now I'm in a much better place than I was back then. My family and friends are proud of what I've achieved so far. I can feel they're supporting and they always watch my games and come to the tournaments. So I got a lot of support from the people I love. Counter-Strike is always going to be a part of my life, and as long as I enjoy doing it, I will keep playing.